Okay guys, this is the sixth video in my series regarding patterns for success or failure, and in this particular case this is not a one-sided victory. This is more of a pitched battle, and part of the reason for that is that Guntails is working on his awesome AT-8 tank destroyer, but the vehicle, as we all know, has limitations, and in this particular scenario he essentially has to get over near the flag. For him to fight anywhere else could be a fatal error, because he could survive and be unable to fight near the cap. So it is a liability. And another factor is there's no artillery. So as a scout, I'm always happy with some arties to spot for, and when there are no artillery, the effect of spotting and scouting is less decisive or important. So we've got a Panzer IV lit up over there. The enemy is not, at least as far as we can tell, they're not breaking formation, they're not spreading out. So this could take a lot longer than I prefer. I much prefer the fast-moving, decisive, quick victory, but that is not always on the table. So Bard's broadside, as you can see there, is fighting from a reverse slope, and a lot of our other vehicles are doing more or less the same thing. Guntails is making a lone charge over there, and I will go over there and join him just to save his bacon. And I think he was asking for help, and I decide, yeah, that's the proper move, until another scout vehicle comes over here to take over the protection, close escort. He's a bomber and I'm the fighter escort here. So as you can see, we've got a slight advantage in terms of kills at this stage, and Guntails, for better or worse, is making his way to the zone of destiny here. And okay, I remember now. The Cromwell came over and I said to Guntails he can take over the spotting duties. I'm going to go back and help Barnes broadside over there, and it's very important for scouts not to duplicate one another's efforts. You do not have two vehicles doing the same job, that particular job, in the same place at the same time. It's just a waste of resources. So I'm going to come back here and join the firefight in any way I can. The A-20's agility can come in very handy in a situation like this, so watch what happens. I'm going to set up a pincer here. In fact, I'm pretty sure I was already thinking I want to pincer that ARL. So this is all to do with... yeah, I've got the new torsion bars, but every once in a while I still break my tracks. So I'm watching the T-34-85, and if they can get rid of him, I'm going to pincer the ARL. And as you can see, we are not having as I predicted, we are not having a one-sided victory, because the enemy did not offer that for us. So there's the pincer. I've started. He hits me, but I'm not worried, because I do have a little fold that I can get into and get away from his gun. He's turned away from me. He's turned back to Bard, so I'm going to turn around here and start hitting him. And, this is a standard move for me. I get into a pincer and start pumping gold rounds into his soft parts, and he's certainly not liking this kind of treatment from an A-20, and that worked. So he's out of the way, and Barnes got the T-34-85. So this is pretty good. Guntails is covering the cap, as we knew was going to happen. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of tank destroyers, but on the other hand, there is a way of using them effectively, and that's what we did in this battle. So actually there's a Hellcat there with 5 kills. Maybe we should recruit that guy. I'll look him up. So there you go. It's essentially game over. The TOG is still alive for some unknown reason. Yeah, there's not much more to say about this, except that sometimes it does take longer, and you have to exercise a little bit of patience and not try to do too much too soon. And when the enemy does not split up, when they do not go all over the map, and there's no possibility of a fire concentration, a decisive fire concentration. This is the pattern. We have 6 guys left, and they've got 1, or actually we're down to 5. So, if the enemy play, and I would credit them for playing reasonably well in this battle. Possibly there was greater skill on our side, and in a situation like that, you're not going to get a decisive victory. Usually, unless their battle drill is truly awful. So sometimes you just have to accept the fact that it's going to be a close call, but not close enough to be truly worried. And look at Guntails there, sitting pretty undamaged and ready to. If it had come to that, he's ready to duke it out near the flag, and there was no danger of us being capped without his assistance. Until next time, game over.